What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Popular Culture. I'm Chris.
And I'm Rico.
And this episode, you okay there?
Yeah.
You almost didn't make it.
I know, I was running. Almost died on my spit.
Oh my God, I swear.
I saw that, right?
Well, I'm glad it's your spit, not someone else's spit. That'd be weird.
Oh my God.
Poppin' with the culture.
Pop it like it's hot.
Poppin' with the culture.
Pop it like it's hot. Taking it top until the top. Now you're ready to pop. Look up in the sky. It's a bird or a plane.
No!
It's Rico Driver, Chris Insane. Talking about Spider-Man, Batman, Joker, Mary Jane. Keeping it real, Men of Steel with their comic book game.
Poppin' with the culture.
Pop it like it's hot.
Poppin' with the culture. Pop it like it's hot.
Keeping it real, Men of Steel with their comic book game. With their comic book game. With their comic book game.
This episode, we're talking about Absolute Flash #1. And we get a new Flash. Well, not really a new Flash, but
We get a new version of Wally West.
Wally West.
I would say whatever you know of Wally West, the opposite of that personality is what this Wally West is.
Guys, by the way, if you like Wally, leave us in the comments down below. If you like Barry, leave in the comments down below. If you like somebody else, like Max Mercury, let us know that in the comments down below.
Or A-Train.
Or A-Train.
Yeah,
He's not
right.
part of the Flash family.
But he's a
speedster?
He's a speedster.
Might as well just say Quicksilver, too. Or Sonic.
Sonic's not a speedster.
Which actually, there's an issue that came out just recently with Sonic meets the Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some coming at the shop.
And he blows past Flash. No, actually, no.
No, he doesn't.
They're neck and neck.
It will never happen.
They're neck and neck.
It would never.
Flash goes, I am speed personified.
Dude.
And Sonic is like, I am speed perfected.
Yeah, exactly. I am the speed force.
Sonic says that. Sonic says, yes.
Sonic is not fast.
I'm just saying.
He's not.
He's
In comparison,
cartoon fast. You can't mess with cartoon fast.
okay, Justice League animated series, Flash is still faster. Can Sonic run so fast that he can go through time and space?
No, he has rings. Why does he do that? Why waste his energy?
Oh no, because he's not that fast then. He's quick. He's faster than the average anything else on Earth.
He's the fastest hedgehog.
Okay.
Okay? How about that? Anyway.
He's the fastest.
All right, we're going to go off topic here, guys.
Oh
All right.
my goodness.
So make sure, guys, you guys are hitting that like button down below, hitting that subscribe.
there.
We're trying to get to 100 subscribers probably by next week.
What are we going to do if that happens?
Oh, you're giving away some comic books?
I'm
I may
gonna-
give away a prop. We'll see.
Prop.
Yeah.
Like a
Like a helmet or something. I don't know.
helmet?
Yeah.
Or like that. What about that Mega Man? Aren't you making something with Mega Man?
Yeah, it's around here somewhere.
Yeah, aren't you? Would you give that away?
When I finish it, I gotta finish it first.
Or whatever this over here is, this Rubik's Cube or puzzle of a Pokemon.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
So
boy.
anyway,
You should see him
like,
struggling.
follow, and subscribe.
Down below.
Bow, right there
Right,
and over
guys.
there, okay?
Yeah. All right, guys. So we got Absolute Flash #1. Introduces us with Wally West. He's
Yes.
running and getting choking on his spit, trying to figure out what he had to do with his life.
It starts you out where he says, I can't control it. My dad's going to kill me and I'm in so much trouble. What have I done? It starts you off with not the beginning. That's the part I told you I was confused about.
Oh.
It starts you off pre-Flash.
No. So it's present. So when it starts it off, you start off as present, where he's running in, right, and then it flashes back. Right there. 2 days prior.
Yes, it
to
does.
them walking around, him trying to figure out his life, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, wow, he's walking on the train tracks and everything, and he walks back to where he lives. He's saying like, I have to try to think, kind of try to concentrate. How she told me. We don't know who she is initially.
No, we don't.
We'll probably find out in the next issue or coming issues.
Yeah.
But he references some female
Yeah.
of some sort, and maybe Iris, might be Iris, right?
It could be.
Right. So, and then it's a weird flashback, like flash sequence, because they're like little rectangles that like distorted like imagery when they was like flashing back and forth. Mm-hmm. So instead of like a lightning bolt, how like you normally like Flash would be like his lightning through the panels, but there's like little like squares that are like he's being distorted, like those are distorted rectangles.
Like, and they show him in multiple different places, but like the Flash that we have, he doesn't know how to control his speed force or his ability. Mm-hmm. So he's like phasing, vibrating, moving everywhere, and all you see is just arms and legs and
Phasing.
Yeah, or,
Yeah,
or
it's
ripple effect of him, and yeah, that has to hurt. And he even talks about it. He was like, he can tell that it's about to happen. From he gets this like this gut feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it happens when he's from his anxiety or if he's
Maybe.
super stressed because
It's probably me this morning. I had high anxiety.
yeah, because this version of Wally West, he's not that cool kid, quirky guy that likes to showboat and
Well, that's the thing. Also, this Wally West is young, whereas
He's 15.
he's 15. I mean, that would probably be like Kid Flash.
that's Wally West.
Yeah, I mean, but we do get an older Wally West later on.
Yeah, he does
you
grow
know,
up.
You know, you get the he winds up being the fastest
Mm-hmm.
Flash, right? Because Barry is like the strongest and most in tune with the Speed Force, but the fastest Flash is Wally West. It's been debated many times. He even said like
Yeah.
you are faster than me, but Barry, because he has a better understanding of the Speed Force.
Yeah.
So
he knows how to manipulate
yes,
it a lot
right.
better.
He has like the different speeds and the different forces that he's able to manipulate. But so then we get he gets going home and he lives on a army base,
Yeah.
and Dr. Barry Allen is there.
Dr. Belly. Well, first the name of the army base is named after Lucius Fox. At least that's what I think. That's because it's called. The name of the army base is called Fort Fox Military Base, and I'm assuming it's Lucius Fox.
It could be.
Because he's part of the, well, not part of the military, but he has his hands on a lot of different military devices, and he's a builder of.
Yeah, but that's of like
Well-
OG. Like
Yeah, but it's just the absolute universe.
You never know. I mean, it could be distorted. Yeah.
So do
never
you
know.
think Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash is all the same world or different Elseworld stories?
I think they're all part of one Earth, because that's when before the All In event happened.
Mm-hmm.
He said they created a new world. Darkseid created that new world, that absolute world. So that's how we're getting all these new stories.
Yeah.
So I could almost guarantee you that this is all one world. That's
Yeah.
why it's the absolute
I
situation.
agree.
Right? So go ahead.
But yeah, we meet up with Barry Allen, the fastest Flash in the world, by the way. Yep, we meet up with him and the real Flash.
Right. So the
And
real Flash,
he's not even the Flash
not yet
he's-
or at all.
at all. He has no Speed Force. He's just a scientist working on a military base. Good friends with Wally West. That's all he is as far as far that
well,
we know.
he's not even a good friend. He knows Barry because his father,
Yeah.
Rudy West, who is actually Colonel West, is they're working together on the army base, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, you're a smart kid," which we come to find out that Wally West is really smart. Is he like really smart? I forget if he's really smart.
No. I feel like Wally West has taken on Barry Allen's characteristics. Certain character traits that he has in the other, New 52 or the ongoing universe's comic books.
Okay.
Wally West, like he is the total opposite of whatever he is in this comic book. Usually. He's, like I said, he's like this party guy. He's almost like Beast Boy. Like he's a show off.
Really?
Yeah, he's a quick talker, wants the ladies. He brags about himself, but at the same time he strives to be better than the Flash or faster than the Flash. And this one, he's very insecure. He's a loner, and
no
he doesn't even like. He
Nobody wants to play with
He
me.
doesn't get along with anybody. And he doesn't really talk to anybody but Barry Allen.
Well, it's because he's like one of those typical army brats where
Yeah.
he's been, moved around because
True.
his dad was like an army person, So we come to find out that it's going back and forth. So now we jump ahead and back and forth. So instead of 2 days ago, then we go to 1 day ago, and talking about like, oh, sorry, he shows like the installation what Alan's working on downstairs, and then that's when the father jumps in and is like, no, what are you doing here? Get out of here, right?
Yeah.
The whole situation.
So did you think those are a bunch of Gorilla Grods downstairs?
I think so.
Like a army of Grods?
Yes, because we get to one of the next day in, you see he goes back downstairs to find out, to talk to Alan, and you see this like monkey with like his skulls open up, and you kind of see the brain.
Yeah.
It looks. I'm like, is that Grodd?
I think that's Grodd.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's Grodd. Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd.
But back, like you were saying, we follow Wally back down to the science lab, and we see Barry Allen. He is doing some kind of science project. And immediately he tells Wally West to get out of here.
Run.
Run, get out of here. And then, boom,
Big explosion.
Barry Allen dies. Spoiler alert. Breaking my heart.
There you go.
Barry Allen dies.
How many times has Barry Allen died or disappeared in the...
Once. He didn't really die. He did not really die in Crisis on Infinite Earth.
He got sucked into the Speed Force.
So he is the Speed Force.
Yes. Which is weird because the Speed Force created him, but it's like one of those paradox.
Yep.
How do you create something and be part of it at the same time?
Energy.
Either create or destroy?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was really bummed out when I returned to that panel.
Wish we had like Neil deGrasse Tyson try to explain that.
The Speed Force?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be cool.
How do you create? How do you become part of the Speed Force? But you yourself have created the Speed Force at a certain time in the future to come back, and only to create yourself. Like if you do it on the show, it's like he is the lightning bolt that creates himself.
Well,
if he doesn't go back in time, he would never have been the Speed. Like what?
Well, because he's manipulated time so much. Like, if Barry Allen was to ever run back to the day his mom died, all he would see is red and yellow blurs all over the house. But if he stayed there long enough, he would probably see multiple flashes of himself going back to the house because he's done it so many times to the point where he even prevented Reverse Flash from killing his mom, and then went back in time again and allowed it to happen. So
well, that's where we get Flashpoint.
That's where you get a paradox.
Yes.
Well, yeah, a
There
Flashpoint.
we get Flashpoint.
So for you to
That's
screw
everything
up
up.
time, but then to go back and fix the time that you screwed up, it's not going to come back the way it was.
How many times did we talk about time travel in this show?
Time travel is amazing.
Oh my god, my
And
head hurts.
Well, that's what got me into the Flash. Like Flash was one of the first comic books that introduced science fiction into DC comic books.
Okay.
Before it was like detective, suspense, horror,
Yep.
or that just average superhero Shazam or Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Flash.
Speaking of which, Rico, when are we gonna pick back up on the history of Marvel and DC?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, I'm just saying. No,
This
the deep
is
dive.
it. This is me
when
doing
are we
it.
doing a deep dive?
Deep dive. I'm black.
Yeah.
I don't swim. There's no diving.
You drowned.
I wouldn't drown. I'll just hold my breath. Forever. Forever. But yeah, man. So.
And then we got Captain Cold. We got Captain
all the
Cold.
rogues.
Yeah, we got Captain Cold, which looks badass.
Yeah.
Captain Cold.
I never take them serious.
Yeah, Captain Cold. We got Boomerang.
And all we saw so far was Captain Cold and Boomerang.
And we got someone named Jesse. I was like, is that Jesse Quick?
I was thinking the same thing.
I was like,
But they didn't show. They showed her, but it was like a silhouette. They didn't really show her.
No, she's like wearing this big mask thing. It's like a helmet-looking thing with like tentacles in the back. And I was like,
Maybe it was Jesse Quick.
yeah. So there's like a black girl and then the other girl wearing a helmet, so you can see who the black girl is, but you can't see who the other person is. But they mentioned Jesse. I was like, Jesse Quick. It's the only Jesse I could think of. Top of my head.
True.
Or Jesse's girl.
Jesse's girl.
So yeah, so they're on the hunt for for Barry, and he's like, "Oh, is this my dad coming?" So they have like this little boomerang thing, and it's like they make a quip like, "Stop talking like it's like a thing," because
Yeah.
Boomerang's like, "Oh, me and my buddy are gonna go chase him down. I gotta do everything.
Oh my
You guys
goodness.
suck." So they go to chase him down, but then it's a flash forward.
Yes. 1 year
Back,
later.
1 year later, into like they're back in the Project Olympus, right?
Yeah.
Is where Alan was working.
Okay. Now I have a theory with Project Olympus. I think when they brought up Project Olympus, keep in mind that's the same machine that Barry Allen died using. I feel like that Project Olympus was. I'm guessing, maybe I'm reaching as well too far, but I think that was a what's the word I'm looking for?
Deep dive.
To New 52, Earth 2.
Huh?
And that's when the Justice League.
So that would be Earth 52,
Well,
not Earth 2.
Earth 2.
To Earth 2.
Yeah.
That's where it
The storyline would be on Earth 2.
Okay.
because all the Justice League members died, and then they had to basically all the low level superheroes had to basically step it up, and then Mount Olympus, all these Greek gods, they came down and they gave people power, and then that's how a Flash was recreated, and I think that's kind of what they were kind of poking at, or what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
That's what they were going for. I'm assuming. I think so, but we get another dark figure, and that ended up being
Checking notes.
who's in the Mirror Master.
Mirror Master?
I think Mirror Master is gonna be the big bad.
You think so?
Yep, because he. Oh
Reflection?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
but then because he goes, someone goes down if it's Mirror Master or not. But then he goes and they know the password to the security clearance for the computer to reactivate to play back what happened. And it's weird because you actually see Barry Allen or Dr. Allen wearing like a new style of the Flash costume, and he's
thought
wearing
that-
goggles and everything.
Do you think that was Barry?
Where?
I thought.
No. I'm saying like when he's in that thing where Barry dies.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to harness the Speed Force or do something, and then he got in the way, which is funny because a little nod where Wally has headphones, and on the headphones are lightning bolts.
Yeah.
Did you catch
yeah.
that?
Yeah, I did. You're right.
So that was funny. It was like he's going to become the Flash as like a little
A lot of foreshadowing.
foreshadowing. There we go. That's the word we're looking
Yeah.
for. But at the end, so yeah, you're just seeing like what happened inside the chamber there before Alan died. So and then it just says to be continued. So we'll have to pick up on issue 2 of Absolute Flash. So when does Absolute Flash number 2 come out, Rico?
Next month.
Next
They're
month.
going to be coming out
It's-
monthly.
It's monthly.
Yeah,
Alright.
already
You
pre-ordered.
look so depressed. Like
Oh no! Well,
can't wait.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
The Flash is my guy, man.
Yeah.
Like I am going to read this all the time. I'm gonna read it all the time.
Okay.
Probably gonna read it tomorrow.
Read it again.
Read it again. Why not?
Read it
It's gonna be
backwards.
super cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna read it backwards.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna skim through it.
I mean, you write backwards, so
no, this is forward.
this time.
This is all forward thinking. All of this, but I also want to talk about which I think is Mirror Master. He called out Blue Trinity. Blue Trinity came out in Volume 2 of the Flash, issue 7 in December of 1987.
Ooh.
It was a team, Blue Trinity and Red Trinity. Blue Trinity, they're both from Russia, and Blue Trinity.
It's like the pill. Take the blue pill, take the red pill.
Maybe, I don't know. But their whole goal was to destroy the Flash. And Red Trinity, their whole goal was to help the Flash. But he didn't call out, Mirror Master didn't call out Red Trinity. He called out Blue Trinity. So it was a group of 3 people. And I feel as though that they're going to be the big bad alongside Mirror Master and the Rogues in the next upcoming Flash episodes.
All right.
Yes.
Issues.
Issues.
Is there a time with that one?
Oh man, episodes, I love them all. Whatever. Whatever.
All right, guys. Let us know down below in the comments who do you think the big bad is going to be for Flash? Is it going to be Mirror Master? Is it going to be Captain Cold? Is it going to be who else? Who else we got in the Rogue Gallery? He has a big Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, we got Heatwave, which we haven't heard from yet.
Got
Boomerang.
Killer Grog. Well, we got Boomerang in there.
Yeah, we only meet 2 of them so far.
Yeah. Well, 4, but we only know 2
Yeah.
names, right? So let us know down
Toy
in the
Maker.
comments. Toy Maker, yes.
I want to see what they're gonna do
Ooh,
with that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Right, boom with toys.
Weather Wizard.
Weather Wizard, yep. So let us know down in the comments down below what do you think the new big bad's going to be for our man Wally West.
And when are we gonna get some crossovers?
Or Wallace West?
Wallace. Actually, it's Wally.
No, Wally, but his actual name is Wallace.
Wallace.
It says it in the book.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Skim through it, I guess.
Clearly. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys hit the like button down below. Hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 100. If we get to 100, I think Rico's going to run around naked. I don't know. We'll
I
see.
will. Naked.
Maybe they
Butt
won't.
ass
No, we
naked.
want him to subscribe. Yeah, we're going to do something cool. So
Just running around slapping cheeks.
So try to get us, spread the word. Let us know. Let the people know that you guys enjoy us. Let them know that something to check out. We're funny guys, and we try to hang out in the garage or the comic book shop, depending on the week. Depending on the week, guys.
Depending on the week. Put it on the gas.
Right? And as always, guys, I'm Chris.
And I'm Rico.
And we are.
Popping through culture.
And we'll see you guys
later.
later.
Peace.